Alderman Walker, thank you very much for your time. City Parks, I believe, falls under your portfolio. What was your reaction to this attempt to take down the Cecil John Rhodes statue in the Company Gardens?
Well, I think firstly it was surprise. We didn't expect it. There was no warning. Nobody had raised the issue with us. And when they arrived to take the statue down, they were disguised as workmen. They were wearing orange bibs, put up boundary tape. And everybody thought they were ordinary workmen come to do some repairs on the statue. And what alerted the manager of the park, Rory Phelan, to what was going on was the sound of an angle grinder. And when he came to investigate and discovered that they were, cutting at the statue, he then pulled the plug out and contacted my office, among others, to say this had happened. And our first response was, well, this is the first we've heard about it. And, nobody had seen fit to raise the issue with us before, so we were astonished.
Now, of course, we know about the Rhodes Must Fall campaign last year, which ended in a sort of positive result for the campaigners. And a lot of people saying that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, there are a lot of these colonial statues and symbols throughout Cape Town, throughout South Africa. So surely, in a way, this isn't unexpected.
No, it's not. And we have been thinking about this as a city for quite some time. And hence we have a memorialisation policy that was passed some years ago, and it's endorsed by the mayor and the whole council. And it provides for debate and discussion about what happens to these colonial era statues and monuments and plaques and all the other things. We have moved a couple of monuments, but that's mainly for infrastructural reasons. They were in the wrong place and they simply couldn't go on where they were. And we have put up new memorials as a result of public requests and sometimes on our own initiative. But nobody has come to the city and said we want a debate about Queen Victoria or King George or Rhodes or anybody. So the process would be that if anybody has a problem with any of these colonial era statues, to approach the city and say, I'm concerned about them, I'd like them taken down, and that would open the debate, and the city would include everybody who has an interest in it and who has an opinion on the subject. The Company Gardens is a regional park. It includes it's not a local park where just local residents would be involved. People come from all over the city for events there. A lot of tourists come there. And we would take into account the opinions of all the users and people who have an interest in it before we took any action. We wouldn't just go in and take it down because we'd had a letter from somebody suggesting that it was a bad idea having it there.
So what you're saying is, since the Cecil John Rhodes statue was removed from the UCT campus, which was very much a student and university debate and issue, the City of Cape Town has not been approached by anybody or any individual having a problem with these symbols and statues?
Not as far as I'm aware, no. If we had been, there would have been a debate, and I'm quite sure it would have been raised as a matter of considerable interest because as you say, these memorials are all over the city, in a number of the different suburbs, and it would have been widely discussed. And I'm sure the mayor would have said, "Look, we're going to raise the issue." So that's why I'm saying nobody has raised it. Nobody is claiming responsibility for this. And we'd like to know who did it. We have very good CCTV footage. We're pretty sure we're going to identify these people, but we don't want to go after them and identify them as vandals who are destroying city property, which is where we are at the moment. We would like to engage with them if they have a problem with the statue as a statue, but maybe they had some other reason for taking it down. We just don't know.
Now, the damage that was done on Wednesday with this angle grinder, isn't that significant, but obviously it has defaced the statue. Are there plans to repair it?
Yes, there are. Any memorial is maintained, and that kind of damage would be repaired. We'd have to find the budget for it. Obviously, it's not something that we'd planned for. And I'm not entirely sure how one goes about repairing that kind of damage, whether the statue needs to be taken down or whether you can deal with it in situ. So that we still have to find out. But certainly there are plans to repair it.
Okay, thank you.